Bruce Leroy out of Miami, Florida, Alex Caceres, came to the UFC off The Ultimate Fighter all the way back in 2011 and is still realizing success at the highest level of mixed martial arts. If someone would have told you that Alex Caceres would get to 30 UFC fights, a lot of fight fans would have been dismissive of that as a possibility. Not only has he gotten there, but he's won a lot of them, and against high-level competition, he has worked exceedingly hard on his all-around game, worked very hard on his striking to have that catch up with his grappling, and now Alex Caceres is a bona fide elite featherweight. Another good test in front of him tonight. Well, you want to talk about a guy who has taken the sport by storm. Enter Zabit Magomedsharipov. I don't think we have enough buttons on the controller to do everything this guy does in the cage.
No, you can't even button mash some of the techniques that Zabit has in his arsenal. But the problem with preparing for Zabit is that you can't prepare for Zabit because there is no pattern. There is no rhyme or reason to what he's doing. Just look to the modified knee bar he did against Brandon Davis to finish that fight, to some of the other fantastic performances he has. It's almost like you're staring down the barrel of a test in algebra 10, which doesn't even exist when you're trying to prepare for Zabit.
All right, with that, both fighters have now graced the octagon. They will lock the door behind them, ready to go with a crazy fight here at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. Our tale of the tape for this featherweight championship fight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC featherweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Alex Bruce Leroy Caceres. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC featherweight champion of the world, Zabit Magomedsharipov.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one. Proudly repping the 305, Miami, Florida, USA. Here is Alex Caceres as we get this round underway. The submissions have started to pile up for this man of late. He has been on the UFC roster dating to 2011, and every time this man has been left for dead or counted out, he has responded to that rallying cry. Has another opportunity to do just that here tonight. Straight to the body by Caceres. Now some spacing as they exit the clinch. Caceres gets caught by that flush straight punch. Nice job by the offense there.
Another punch to the head.
Able to land there with the straight. Good job to split the guard. Now his opponent's really on the ropes.
His opponent's on Beat Street. He's hurt so bad. I don't know what he's going to do to stay in this fight. Oh, my goodness. He loaded up there on that high kick.
3 minutes to go. Well, no denying that he rocked him, but couldn't quite get the finish.
He hurt him real bad, but he couldn't find the shot that would put him to sleep. He threw a lot of punches, but he couldn't get the one to land on the button that would end the night.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Push kick there to the body. follow up. Just over 2 minutes to go in what has been a furious round one.
Oh man, he's hurt. Hurt again.
Oh, right punch followed by a left there by Magomedsharipov. Going for the spinning side kick to the body, but he missed. So just over 20 total strikes have landed for Zabit Magomedsharipov. Power shots landing on both sides, and the chins continue to hold up. Oh man, hate to be hit with one of those knees to the body.
What a great way of mixing up his attack. He didn't stay the course. He mixed it up. He went high when his opponent thought he was going low, and now he's got him hurt very badly.
Final seconds of round one. Who's next? All right, so there's the horn. It's amazing to think we got here, given how many times he rocked his opponent there in the previous round. Almost looked like a glorified sparring session, given how dominant he was.
Yeah, it just looked like one guy that was much better than the other guy. He was hurting him every time he landed, and it's a testament to his ability and his accuracy in the stand-up.
All right, so there's the end of the round, and the tide has officially turned. A huge head strike to stun his opponent. We'll see which corner can adjust here moving forward.
I mean, they've got to be celebrating. They've got to be happy. Everything's working. But the other side has to be concerned. They have to figure something out, make some sort of adjustment to try to change the tide of this fight.
All right, round two. Looking with the jab. Oh, picture-perfect shot there, DC, and one more of those, he might be out.
I mean, the fight is going to be over. I can't believe he's still standing. That shot landed perfect.
I don't even know what that strike is called. All I know is that it landed. You never know what you're going to get out of Zabit Magomedsharipov.
Oh, nice.
So at long last, he finally lands his first takedown after several failed attempts. You knew coming in that he was going to stay committed to the takedown, kept on trying, and finally got him to the ground. Crazy accuracy and efficiency with these ground and pound strikes here, and if you're the opponent, you got to intelligently defend or the referee's going to stop it.
You got to defend, but you can see him now starting to gain posture, and the intensity at which he's throwing these ground strikes is starting to improve. It's starting to elevate because he knows that he can get the finish.
Oh, and transitions right into side control. Oh, in good position to rip off a Kimura here. Oh, he's got the Kimura position locked in now. Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything wrong to allow for himself to get subbed.
Well, he was a little bit lackluster in round one. You can't say the same here in this second round. He has really picked up the pace, an uptick in the aggression and the output, and starting to find his range here in the pocket. Under 2 minutes now to go. Clipped him with the right hand there. Nice. Nicely done. Nice punch there by Caceres. Head kick is blocked.
You know, that's a big thing whenever you're blocking high kicks, man. You cannot just take the brunt of that kick on one arm. You have to get that cross arm to try and guide that kick so you don't take all of it.
Magomedsharipov gets touched by that kick there. That's the finish of the fight thus far. How's his opponent still standing?
I mean, I have no idea. This fight is supposed to be over. And it might not be over now, but it's going to be over very soon.
And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Well, now you see some visible damage on the side underneath the elbow. He told us he was going to... 10 minutes in the can.
Listen, it's the control that's winning this fight. She cannot handle you on the ground. You are controlling every aspect of the fight.
All right, so there's the end of the round. He stayed committed to doing damage upstairs and landed a seminal blow in that round.
It was accumulation of those strikes. He kept hitting him over and over to the head. Eventually, he found the one that really did damage his opponent.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Round 3 of a possible 5. All right, next round is now underway. DC, any major takeaways after the previous? Huge shot finds the target there.
Great shot lands. Now he's got to go find that follow-up attempt. The kill shot is what they call it to go and end the fight.
Magomedsharipov gets the single leg takedown.
Look at that. Recognizing he's about to lose position.
Trying to guard pass here. Not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transitions. Now he's going full mount. Oh, gotta be careful there, yep.
Postures up now and lands a devastating strike to the head.
Like that!
Caceres is in half guard. We'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
Man, isn't it fun to watch this dude work on the mat?
He's unbelievable how fluid he is in his motions on the mat.
Print the shirts, ground and pound. And there it is, another strike on the ground gets through. Oh, another ground strike gets through. So we have crossed the midpoint in this one. All right, well, he's had his striking on point tonight, and as evidence, some swelling now on his opponent.
Yeah, light swelling right now. But if he doesn't address it immediately, it'll turn to something much worse.
Oh, he might get finished here. Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. Oh, big elbow. Oh! Massive left hand. Well, he's looking for that left hand, just out of range, though, with it. Caceres' nose is bleeding now, so we'll see how he handles that adversity, but nothing ideal about it here in the middle of this fight. Oh, spinning back fist lands. 10 seconds to go in the round. All right, that's 3 rounds in the books. We are headed to the championship rounds. All right, so the round is over, and you see some obvious bleeding now. Looks like the cut is on the nose. Yes, it is. Cutman will try to get in there and shut it, but of course, as soon as he absorbs a strike this next round, that thing could reopen. Certainly bears watching here moving forward. All right, so back to the stools we go. They say defense wins championships, and he has not defended well tonight.
He isn't trying, or at least it doesn't seem like he's trying. He has got to move his head. He's trying to react when the punch is already coming, and that's not working. If he takes many more of these shots, this fight is going to be stopped due to the swelling.
4th round now, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, here we go. The tension is palpable. 4th round is underway. You've got a thing or two to say about these championship rounds.
The 4th round is easily the hardest round in fighting. You're so used to fighting up to 3. You got to get back off of that stool, and this is a real test of your will and desire to win a fight.
Oh, roundhouse kick. Style points on that one. Caceres going for the leg kick, he misses. Worked hard for that single leg takedown, no good. Caceres' uppercut, but that one is blocked. Well, he misses with the left punch there. So the blood really starting to flow. Every time that area gets targeted, that cut's getting worse.
It's getting worse and worse, and you see the blood starting to come down. That is when you start to watch the fighter to see what type of a...
Kick there as it lands, and maybe time to get the bonus checks ready.
I mean, this fight is about done. He's got him hurt very bad with his head kick. Now he has to find one more strike to end the night.
Oh, big knee to the body. How'd he get that one?
Oh, man, he's hard. That hurt bad.
Oh, he gets back up. The question is for how long? Well, not sure if I should knock his fight IQ, but it seems like he's sort of playing around here. Feels like the finish is there for the taking.
Yeah, the finish is there, and he needs to take his time to try and find it. Don't rush. Be patient.
He's in trouble.
And back to his feet. Lands a big elbow there. Oh, huge left. That kick blocked by Magomedsharipov. Under a minute to go. Well, it's been a wild fight thus far, perhaps a contender for some belt. Trying to get the head kick home, and now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Such a sneaky head kick. He did not recognize it was coming high, and now he's got him hurt bad.
Need some work, guys.
10 seconds remaining here in round 4. He engages in the center collar tie. Buzzer sounds for the end of round 4. All right, so there's the end of the round. Big story in this one now. The cut on the bridge of that nose from that strike. The cut man is in there. Should be able to shut this one and potentially prevent it from being a factor here moving forward. All right, so a huge round for him there. Nearly had him out of there with the head kick. Did get the knockdown. Talk us through the replay.
He got the knockdown. He won the round. He did everything correct. The only thing he didn't do is finish the fight. But if he continues down the path, if he continues to do the exact same thing as he did before, he will get that finish.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Fifth and final round. All right, so here we go. The crowd on its feet as this next round gets underway. You saw in the previous round, both fighters got rocked.
Oh! He ate that kick. He took that whole kick, yep.
Oh, nice right hand by the champ, yeah.
You don't really stand after you take a head kick like this. That is such toughness to even be on his feet right now.
Just over 3 minutes now to go in the fight. So let us see who has enough left to finish this fight. I'm looking at two fighters who are on the verge of guessing.
I mean, they have done everything in their power to finish this fight. But their opponents are so tough that they find themselves very late in both asking the question, how do I get this done?
On that punch right there, his opponent's compromised, DC.
It's one thing to land a hard shot. It's another thing completely to land a perfect shot. And that was a perfect shot.
Back to the feet. Oh, you got him pressing here. Could be the beginning of the end.
Good. You're doing fine. Stay relaxed. Breathe.
Well, he's going to enjoy watching this one back. Let's take a look at the replay of the knockout just a moment ago.
It was right hand after right hand after right hand. Finally, he found the one that hit the exact sweet spot that ended his opponent's night.
We go inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 12 seconds of round number 5. Declaring the winner by knockout and new undisputed UFC featherweight champion of the world, Alex Bruce Leroy Caceres.
Oh, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. We have a new UFC featherweight champion. You didn't necessarily see this coming a mile away, but you thought maybe he could get it done, and man, did he ever tonight.